is at Rejoice Christian Bookstore for anybody who wants to learn how to find relationships that are good for you and avoid those that are not. It's very important in days like this because we got so much going on, not just in church. It's funny how we limited everything to being just church. Relationships are everywhere. Relationship in the home, relationship between the parents and their children, against relationship with siblings, relationships with friends and co-workers and church members, relationships. And the enemy is out to destroy relationships. I mean, there's avoid relationships because relationship comes like everything else. You have to pay a price for it. And many of us don't want to pay that price for the relationship. I celebrated my birthday, and I went back the other night and looked at the pictures. That was last night. And I saw something that really, really just lit up my spirit to see everybody happy. I was telling one of my friends that, and I said to my God brother, I said, now, at my things that for me, a lot of times, I don't like people to get up and say a whole lot of things. And I noticed Saturday night what we did. When we opened up, I said something, and then we went, and everybody just went and enjoyed themselves, fellowshipping with each other, learning how to enjoy each other, talking to each other. And because then I think if I had to open it up for people to come to the floor and say something, somebody was going to say something that they were going to regret later. You know what I mean. How they had this great relationship with me, and they this and they did this, and Bishop, you are this, and Bishop, you are that, and then the next week we don't talk. So I try to limit that because a lot of times we get up and say things that we really don't mean in our heart. Again, we need to find how to find good relationships, people who are good for us. Give me Proverbs 27:17. Yeah. Me and my god brother was talking, and I said, you know what? It's funny. You came here one time and cooked at my church for my appreciation, and a lot of people still remember you. That's why I tell people, you don't know what kind of impact, how many I just dropped, what kind of impact you have on people. That's why you can be running around all sad and depressed and bent out of shape, and then 1 minute, because some of us really act like we have a condition. We do. Today we are bubbling and dancing and shouting and loving on everybody, and the next day we can't stand folks. That's something, and you know they say since the pandemic, mental illnesses have went what? All the way up. They don't have a big enough facility, just like with church. You want to be able to get one big church for everybody to get into. Well, they don't have no crazy facility for all y'all to get into. Some of us are so moody, just really moody. Then some of us are real withdrawn. And we use this, I'm stoic. No, you're not. See, some people are not stoic as they say they are. See, again, because you know one thing I found out about us is that we be bothered with who we want to be bothered with. That's true. There's a word that goes along with this that says we ought to be long-suffering. Somebody put up with you, even with your little irritating ways. Who they get up my nerve? Who they get up my nerve? But have you ever thought who nerves you get on? And who God has made patient enough to deal with you? Everybody can't deal with everybody. I was talking to someone called me today from Alabama. We were talking about a situation. And I told them everybody's raised different. When you see an open door to change, you would think they want to change, but they don't change. And you can't change them. Proverbs, 27th chapter. iron sharpens iron. Get with some people that's iron. See, iron sharpens iron. Come on. So that man, a man was, a real friend was, a real friend. Do we have that in another version? Message Bible. Then we'll go back to that because I'll play with this for a minute. Iron sharpen iron. Put some people in your life that sharpen you. Well, like nobody that sharpen us. They used to use the leather strap to what? Sharpen a razor. See? And that razor get real thin. They can get that. See, again, we need people in our lives like that. But most of us like people who don't challenge us. Most of us don't like people who tell us about ourselves. And that's why I didn't want nobody to get up and say that Saturday night so they wouldn't be regretting what they said and put their foot dead in their mouth. I tell Bishop anytime he see anything wrong with me, tell me, sit down. We need to, if I was, next time for the appreciation, I'm thinking about doing that. Let have each night have about 6 people. And we'll call it the Gong Show. Because when you start going off, we're going to ring bells and send Sandman out there and get you off the stage. Because we do. I'll do anything for Bishop. You got to say what you do for me, do it. That's different. They said a man on Sunday said they was doing the last offering. So they did that for a reason. Now, everybody here gave, so don't feel bad. But they did that because they did that simply because somebody may have forgotten to bring it. Or somebody, so they did it to see the. So the man said, well, me and my family are really blessed, but that's my bishop. And went back in there and got some more money. And that kind of people, you know they're sincere. See? That's how you know people sincere stuff. He went right in there and throw a couple more dollars in the basket. Praise God. Some of us ain't gonna go above the limit. They tell you $50, you put 49 in there. So you won't miss the dollar. Yeah. See, because people love, bitch, you can't worry about it. I ain't never gonna betray you. Because I'm scared of God. You know what the Bible say? Touch not my anointed, do my prophet no harm. Well, okay. See, I'll be going to them things, I'll be real honest with you. And sometimes I'll be like, Lord, what's going on? Read. Use what?
You use steel to sharpen steel.
You use steel to sharpen steel. Come on.
Friend sharpens
And another friend sharpens the other friend. See? I didn't have to put on that was my friend that came up. You knew that. We grew up, and we basically know what each other halfway think half of the time. And betrayal has never been in our midst to do that. And I see it so much with people here. That's why I have a hard time sometimes with things that happen. Okay. Iron sharpens iron. What else it says?
If you care for your orchard, you'll enjoy its fruit.
Yeah, if you care for it, you'll enjoy the fruit.
If you honor your boss, you'll be honored.
Yeah, some of them don't honor our boss. They have boss day, don't they? What you buy your boss on boss day? I just worked there. Yeah, okay. Where we at in our book, y'all?
On page 66.
I just worked there.
The last paragraph. We resist.
Page 60 what?
66.
Oh, they need to start riding their car. Where we at?
We resist admitting we can't make it on our own, that we don't have it, together. We do not want to admit our impoverishment.
Where you at, darling?
The last paragraph.
From where?
We think we are self-sufficient. We resist.
Yeah, okay. It's in that first paragraph.
Okay, come on.
Because
Okay.
it is humiliating.
Yes.
Satan said he would raise his throne above the stars of God. He hated being dependent on God. Men built the Tower of Babel to be self-sufficient, that we may make a name for ourselves and not be scattered over the face of the whole earth.
Laodicean church.
Laodicean church.
Yes.
Pretended they had no need.
Yeah, they had no. We don't need no need for nobody, and that's what most of us think today. If you think that way, then you need some help, and a prayer line ain't gonna help you. Everybody needs somebody.
Amen.
That's why you learn to treat people right, because you don't know who's going to have to help you, your children, or anything. That is so annoying. Lord help us to find us a building. But anyway, some of us think that we self-sufficient until we about to get put out. Then we borrow money from the baby. Take the baby bank and open it up and take the baby money out of them. Mommy got to use your college fund. You ain't but 10 years old. I have it back by then. Okay. Come on. And you know the trend now is they saying women don't need. Women say that. Some women say they don't need men. And I can't rationalize that, but I kind of see it from a point of view, because some men ain't gonna do nothing. But you need men. Oh God.
I know.
Come on. Book.
You say I am rich. I have acquired wealth and do not need a thing.
Yeah, that's what we say. Go to the they was called the lukewarm church. That's what they were called, the lukewarm church. Because they was wealthy. And that's what most wealthy people are now. They don't need nobody, they say. Come on.
But you do not realize that you were wretched.
You're wretched. Pitiful. Poor and blind. I came up from the era in life where a village raised you. It's not like that now. You can't say anything to people's children now. Sit down. If I told her she can run around, she can run around. Well, let her go. She'll be running all her life. Everybody could whoop me. I can't remember the time my mom went and got somebody's face because somebody said something to me or they snatched me up. And I'm 60 years old, and I can't remember that as a child that happening. Now the parents get in the fights with the children and the folk and the kids. That happened one time when I was in high school. Two girls got a fight. This girl, mom came up there, and she was holding the other girl's hair down, holding her hair while her daughter beat her. That is so sad. But let me share something with you. You're going to need somebody. Even if it takes the point of you going into a nursing home. You're going to need somebody. We need to clear our spirit of that, because everybody needs somebody. Let's read.
The problem is we often teach self-sufficiency as a positive character trait.
Underline that. We do. Why? Somebody else said that. Let's talk a little bit of that. Why we teach that as a positive trait, character trait? Because it's not. Why? Anybody ever done? I've done that before. I'm the pastor. Sometimes you have to really kind of watch how we teach stuff and read stuff, because a lot of times you find out the revelation, the truth isn't in it. Is that none of us, God made all of us short of the glory. God made all of us with weakness. Go to 1 Corinthians chapter 1. I'll show you. Everybody's got a problem. Everybody needs somebody. You don't know how to work on cars, so you need a mechanic, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Or you got your jack-leg cousin who's trying to work on a 2019 like he worked on a car back in 1967. And it has changed. Now you got your car torn apart again. Tell me it's a sister. Got a brother like that do that in our church, work on my car, and then my car caught on fire. I ain't want to tell brother, you know, they said if that part you put on my car. Yeah, you have to be real careful about that. Everything is upgraded now. So you need somebody. I need somebody to do my computer work, because I don't do computers. Halfway through the cell phone. I tell you what, FaceTime me or whatever y'all call it. The other day, Brother Angelo come. Now he said he hit it by mistake. Okay, I just go by what people tell me. I think the brother cut it off before he kind of figured I didn't answer, so I could see what was going on. I ain't know that video call came in. I'm like, what in the world? I'm just sitting there pressing buttons and doing the screen and ain't nothing. Hell. So I need somebody that knows how to do that.
I know that's right.
Came a long way, Bishop.
I sure am. I can take a good picture now. Remember the one I took of y'all? We was in Hollywood. And the Hollywood sign was right behind us, but somewhere y'all was on that side of the picture, and Hollywood was over there. Yeah, I've come a long way. What scripture I just gave y'all?
1 Corinthians.
Chapter 1, starting at verse 18.
119.
Start at 26, it's cool.
For you see your calling, brethren.
Yeah.
How that not many wise men.
Now watch how you read this. How that not many wise men after the flesh. Read. She got to choose them. Y'all think they do. Come on.
Not many mighty.
Not many mighty men.
Not many noble.
Not many noble are called. Let's read.
But God hath chosen the foolish things.
God has chosen the foolish things of the world to do what?
To confound the wise.
To confound the wise. God is so awesome. Come on.
And God hath chosen the weak things.
God has chosen them that are weak to confound what? The mighty or the strong. Come on. You may want to write this down in your book or write it down, because I may use this as one of my questions tonight. Read. See, not many mighty. See, you go by what's strong. God goes by what? God looks at a person. God can look at somebody and say, oh, they're full of faith. You can't. You think they're weak. Once you think strong of some of the weakest people you know, they just won't let you know that. Start a conversation with them and talk to them long enough. Some of them people think you think real strong, so they scarier than a little child. They are. Talk all that stuff. That be that fear that make them talk that stuff. Did you not know that? Come on. And what?
And the base things of the
Low
world.
lifestyles. And things that are despised. While y'all judge and say God ain't using this and God ain't using that, you better wake up. Like I told you, some of us need to start telling our real testimony where we really come from. This little fake transparency we got is not working. It ain't saving nobody. I heard Juanita Bynum say one time, so y'all be in church playing, she said, they need to bring Pookie and them to your church. Yes, they will. Who can tell you? Oh, he ain't right.
Yes, sir.
I saw him the other night. He's a pickup artist. Yeah. Y'all don't want Pookie them to come to church. That's why when some of them people come to church, I watch some of y'all. Y'all be moving. And, you know, it was funny because the girl came to church one time and she sitting in the back. And Stephen and Brendan was sitting in the back. And the girl got up and testified and said, I want to kill somebody. Them jokers. Yeah. For real. You know, you forgot that. You know, people come to church and know you. You think they don't know you. They'll be like, girl, your pastor tried to pick me up last night. My pastor? You'd be surprised. Y'all don't want them kind of folk come to church. Them people that, see, because people come from a low lifestyle, they pick up stuff quicker than we do. And we be in church all this time. Come on, read.
Hath God chosen?
Yeah, God chose them kind of people. Come on.
And things which are not,
Things which are not.
to bring to naught things that
Now,
are.
he got a purpose. Anything he preached and taught them had a purpose to it. Go to the next verse.
That no flesh should
That
glory
no
in
flesh
his presence.
can get no glory. That no flesh will glory in his presence. You ought to thank him for that, too. Because sometimes we be going, oh. You know you could get that job and God used that sister to bless you with that job. Now you don't speak to her, you act stinking. And you're all uppity. Don't get beside yourself. Because God let the dogs out. He'll call Satan and say, hey, where them Rottweilers at? And you be saying, who let the dogs out? Yeah. God got away. Let's go back to the book. Some of us are too self-sufficient. That's why y'all must broke your leg trying to climb it. You know you wouldn't. You know your knees bad, your back bad. And you're going to try to get to the top of the ladder. And they're just calling something out over there. I would say something. You get caught up in the garbage can.
It's common for hurting Christians who reach out with depression, anxiety, marriage problems,
No.
and family issues to be told, you don't have enough faith or you aren't victorious enough. We think that that individual who doesn't have problems or who hides his problems,
It's a model for what?
maturity.
Phew. All of us got problems.
Yes, sir.
That ain't maturity, trying to hide your problems. That's really immaturity. Did you not know that? That's immaturity. Because it's going to come out later on whether you want it to come out or not. It may not come out till you die, but they're going to bring it out after you die. Trust me. See? Stop trying to act like we somewhere we're not. Everybody needs somebody. Read.
This is a far cry from what Jesus taught in his parable of the Pharisees and the tax collector. The screwed up, needy tax man cried out about all his sins and neediness to God and went home justified.
Pharisee did what?
And the Pharisee,
The
however,
religious man went home empty-handed. Sometimes you got to get in here and be real. Cry out. Saturday we're going to be up here praying on live with our Bishop Canyon now. Cry out. Some people I don't know what they meant well or not, but when they used to pray sometimes used to make me think, wow, they really crying out. Lord, drop a house on God, drop a house on them. They was really telling how they felt about the situation, about the person. The only way, Lord, you could, yeah. We do them little quiet prayers, they saying that, you know, Lord, I need a healing, I need a healing, I need a healing. But no, we don't do that. We seeking it. Lord, I'm dealing with lust. Lord, help me today. I don't want nobody to know I'm dealing with lust. And can't nobody walk by in church. The wind just blowing dope. Then nobody walk by. You looking to see. Come on. That's how you get help. You can't go to the doctor. Your knees bad. They clicking and clacking. Well, doctor, really? I just think you need to look at this knee. It's not really bad, but it's just clicking and clacking. Something is rubbing up against something. I just don't know what it is. Just gonna be real. The other day I fell off the ladder. Fell down the stairs and hurt my knees. Wanted to play like my knees wasn't hurt. When I could have called somebody to come help me. So now I got me one of them alert things. Yeah. Tell the truth. You don't do it like you used to because I realized yesterday, hey, I'm 60. My whole life changed from one decade to the next decade. What's going to happen during the 60s? That's the decision I got to make now. I didn't have to make when I was 50 and 40 and 30. Oh, y'all don't believe me, do you? Live long enough. These kids right here talking about, they live long enough. I mean, listen to these brothers, shoot, man. I can still run. You can't run nothing. You can't do it. You ought to quit. You sleep before they get their clothes off. She don't know if she got in the bed with a bear or what. You hibernate. I just be listening to them talking that stuff, building themselves up. I still can pull them what? With your teeth? Some of us can't stay awake 5 minutes. How you gonna sleep in church, but you can sit there and watch the 2 hours? What, they said that movie that's on Netflix, what is it, Darian? Yeah, The Great Man. It's 2 hours or something. And you don't go to sleep on that. How you gonna sleep on my halfway sermon because I halfway time don't finish it. And you in there. Then you're gonna sit in the presence of the Lord, in the sanctuary, in the midst of his people. I was meditating. Let's get back in the book. So you don't want to make your freak about too. For real. Won't go to sleep on. They know great man from the beginning to the critics, but they're going to sleep on the sermon. Read for me, please, somebody.
How does our self-sufficiency ruin safety?
Yeah, how do it ruin safety? Now, you got to get this. Being self-sufficient will ruin your safety. Read.
Primary by preventing us from experiencing our impoverishment.
Uh-huh.
People who have it together are not hungry or thirsty for others. They do not feel a lack within when they're alone or in distress.
Uh-huh.
They do not connect with other people because they do not experience any need for it.
Stop. Right there. That would need to be. See, we ain't got no need. Read.
Adults who grow up in military families often report this dynamic. They'll move 12 times in many years, and they quickly realize that they probably won't see their classmates ever again after each school year. To survive, they simply construct an adaptive front that lets them make a few acquaintances and not get rejected by the class, and that's it.
That's it. See, I had the privilege of growing up with the people that I know. The community, we didn't. My mama didn't move from pillar to post. I went in a new school every month. See, and so all the people that like you saw the guy the other day, We grew up together. We moved from one school to the next school to the, until we got in college, or he went to the military. We separated, but we still connected. Kids are deprived of that today. Like I told you, in my family, you knew every cousin. The 13th, the 14th, the 15th, the 16th, 29. Yeah. But now we're different. Come on.
No one gets inside, no one gets close.
See, nobody gets close to me. Nobody gets inside of me. One of the reasons I reject going to a counselor is because I'm more comfortable with people who know me, who know of me. I'm not comfortable with a lot of people that I don't know. I think I've done pretty good. Now I'm going to have to pay a licensed counselor to tell me something I already know. Because I don't care who tell you that pastor or the counselor, you got to do it for it to work. Psalms 1:1. Psalm book 1. See? And some of us do. Counseling is only guidance. But some of us ain't going to follow the guidance. We'll sit right there and listen to the doctor. Explain everything to her. Do it for 2 months and then change the routine. I know he said I need to do a shot in the morning, but I'm going to do it immediately because I'm sorry, I don't have time. Yes, we will. We'll not follow direction. I love these new couples that's coming up with these marriage seminars. They've been married 6 or 7 years. They got marriage seminars. They don't know nothing about no marriage. They really don't. Y'all think they do? They didn't do nothing. They base marriage off having a good time. How many times we go to the movies? How many times we have date night? But what about them times when you don't want to have date night? Huh? Okay. Most of them came to me with that stuff. I ignore it. A lot of my people in my church weren't doing all that stuff. They marriage lasts longer than theirs. I have date night too if I have sex night over somebody else's house. Y'all missed that, didn't you? You looking at everything passing by on the highway. I mean, they writing books. That girl, I can't call her name because of her screen, who married that man, he was a preacher. When they first came out, there's going to be the perfect marriage. Oh, he died and winded down. They even together now. That stuff don't work. You'll find out later on. You got to work at it. Let's read.
Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly.
See that? Y'all been all y'all going to all these different people talk shows and blogs and all this and stuff. Counsel of the ungodly. Moses' father-in-law gave him good advice, but it wasn't God. Great advice. Moses was doing too much. That's why when you talk to me, I say, go pray about it. Get God's mindset for it. What is God saying in this? Let him help you make some decisions. He'll direct you right if you really wait on him and trust him. Going to everybody, asking everybody's opinion. So you got 5 out of 4. So you think the 5 is right, so you go do it. Come on. Nor what?
Nor standeth in the way of the
going to sinners. We get more advice from our unsaved sisters who ain't been on the church since they was 10 years old. Life regular than sauerkraut. We do. Come on.
Nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful.
I'll keep reading. But what? is the man. Come on. Blessed is the man who walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly. How you sitting at home depressed telling me about being happy? I was talking to Elder Tice about something, and you know, it's funny. You know why I love Sky like I do? She is so happy. And then sometimes I look in the congregation, and some of these little children around here so depressed. You're too young to be depressed. They're going to have you on Xanax. There's Xanax, one, yeah. Yeah. Just depressed. Do you wonder why they grow up to be depressed people when they go? A child should be happy. Yeah, how you 4 years old and walk around like you got bills? That ain't safe. Well, you and the children don't even stop by no more. Why? So I can go around there and hear you screaming, holler at them all day long. I'm over there. I see why we got a lot of depressed people in church. You know, someone's locked up in the house. For what reason? Huh? So I'm going to go come on over there and get some advice from you. The devil. Read. That he is, but his delight is what? In the word of God, the law of the Lord. And in his law he does what?
Meditates
day and night. Then he should be like a what? Someone saying planet.
Like a tree.
A tree planted by the rivers of water. That bringeth forth what?
Fruit in its season.
In his season. His leaf shall not wither. And whatsoever he do, he touch, shall prosper. That's food for your soul right there. Keep reading. I want all this.
The ungodly are not
The
so.
ungodly are not so. And that's who we go to. But you know what they said on the news? What did they say? You know why I enjoyed the party so much? Because everybody seemed happy. They seemed like the connection. It wasn't just about me. It was about everybody just enjoying the fellowship. You need that. God designed that. Mankind messed it up. And the devil. Did you have a ball? Yes, I did, but I enjoy seeing other people happy. That's the reason why I brought my sister to come. Because I know her life. I know how she lived. She needed to be here. You don't know what that do for people. Since y'all so deep and don't want to be bothered with people, when you stand before God, he'll ask you, what did you do? He gonna ask you that. Why you were? Well, I just didn't want to be bothered with folk. Let me show you. Well, you ain't going to heaven, cause heaven gonna be crowded. Heaven gonna be crowded. Oh, hell gonna be crowded too. So either way, you better make up your mind. Hell gonna be more folks in. Ain't gonna be more folks in hell than in heaven, since you don't like crowds. Here we.
But are like the chaff which the wind drives away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand
See,
in the
ungodly
judgment,
not gonna stand there while they're not standing.
nor the sinners in the congregation of
But
righteous.
what? See, sinners can't stand in the congregation, right? That's why you'll see some people come to church. They don't want them righteous. Sinners can't stand in the congregation of the righteous. I didn't write it. Summers wrote it. It's true. Read.
For the Lord knows the way of the righteous,
See, the Lord knows the way of the righteous.
but the way of the ungodly shall
But
perish.
the way of the ungodly is going to perish. Trust me. Go back to your book.
They stay self-sufficient to keep from experiencing overwhelming loss and abandonment.
Yeah, see? They're trying to protect themselves from losing and being abandoned. So they do what? They keep to themselves. That's not good. Some of us are committing suicide, don't even know it.
Wow.
Ecclesiastes 4, is it 4:9 through 11? Some of us are committing suicide, don't even know it. Yeah. Some of us, that's just good being married, having a maid, having somebody. But you don't want nobody all up under you all the time. Well, some of y'all do. Some of them got so bad these days that they go to the bathroom together. Big old sign said women. So what they do, they wait and get to go in the family bathroom.
Oh, wow.
That's so insecure. Oh my God. Well, y'all ain't got to say, man, y'all don't do that, so don't worry about it. Read.
Two are better than one.
Two! Wait a minute. The wisest man that ever lived, that had the wisdom of God, wrote this. He said two better than one. Read.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
They have a good reward. What's their reward, Nick?
For if they fall,
In one fall,
one will lift up his
the other one
companion.
can't help the other. You ain't got nobody around there to help you. Your relationship is not saved. I can do it by myself. Okay, then. So the person who has leg problems and arm problems, that they lose their limb, if they have the therapist and the people who make the stuff, what they gonna do? I don't need nobody. Well, you ain't gonna have no limb. with your prideful self. Shoot. You can't depend on your family. I was out there playing, had a friend named Greg Perkins, and I'll be out there playing in the yard and stuff. And so Greg mama came and said, Greg, dinner ready, y'all. And so Greg said, man, come on, mama said you can eat. So I said, no, man, my mama said, I can't eat on nobody's house. So I go in there, and they had all that fried fish and all that stuff on the table and stuff, and my back flew down. And she said, baby, you want something? I said, no, ma'am, I don't want nothing. I eat when I get home. When I got home, I ain't have nothing.
Oh, wow.
They ain't cook anything. All I could see was that fish spread on that table with that corn.
Oh, my goodness.
Y'all better drop y'all pride. Some of y'all too prideful. I'm serious. You miss blessings like that. I get mine.
Yes, sir. Yes.
I walked in the store and somebody gave me some money, and I don't even talk to them. I said, oh no, we don't talk. Don't do that. The devil, boom. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Luke 6:38. Let me go back to that real quick. God is not going to drop no car out the sky for you. God bless you through people. I don't know where y'all get this artificial idea of God. It's not sound. I'm just going to sit here. I ain't going to look for no job. God going to bless me. You got to get your tail up and go look. Start applying. You ain't good at a computer? Call somebody good at a computer to put your application on the computer. I don't want them to think I'm illiterate. Well, I'm not. I don't know nothing about a computer. And if I need to apply for a job, I'm gonna call Tayshawn, Felicia, Shima, Darian, somebody. See that my bills just piling up. The Lord gonna send somebody. Read, Lucy. Lord gonna send somebody. Go on, go on. Y'all keep on living like that.
Give and it shall be.
Give. If I give you a word, you're gonna get a house. What you need to start doing is preparing yourself and getting yourself together. Not just sitting there waiting for me. He told me my address was Psalms 83. Yeah, that's my address. Okay, go on. Keep reading.
Good measure.
Good measure.
Press
Press
it
down.
down. Shake it together.
Take it together.
And run it over.
Run it over.
Will be put into your bosom.
By who? We'll put it to your bosom. Just men put it to your bosom, ain't it?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
men. 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 Your blessing come through people. God ain't got no hands, but the scripture says the hands of God. That is metaphor. That's symbol. God is spirit. Spirit don't have no hands. Now some of the spirits you deal with have hands. But God don't have no hands. God don't have no eye. The eyes of the Lord is here. He's spirit. He's moving. Yeah. Y'all better straighten up. I see so many of y'all miss y'all blessed. I just be laughing. When I go to the back, I laugh and they say one day, Lord, they'll get it, but it really grieves me. Because some of us should have been farther than where we are. And it wasn't the devil. I wanted to teach tonight, stop letting it block you. Some things y'all let block you. And it ain't the devil, it's you. I can't do this. I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. Stop letting what you didn't learn or what lack of education and all that, lack of speech, lack of this block you. We let everything block us. We do. And we make lousy excuses for it too. And some of us will be there till Jesus come back. Let's read real quick and finish close, because my musicians ain't got here yet. Okay. Where we at?
And they often hold it together until they grow up and try to pull off a marriage, at which time disaster erupts.
And then y'all stop getting these people married, they ain't ready. Stop pushing it up. Because you want Joe Jack out the house. You trying to give him another mama. That's what you're doing? She take care of him so well. I knock on wood. I hope one day my children do find somebody, but by chance if they don't, that's them. But let me tell you something, I'm not pushing them out there. I ain't raised my son for a woman, him to live off a woman. Hear me real good. I raised my daughter to live off a man. In my church, I try to raise people who won't try to live. There's just some things you got to do for yourself. Now, some of y'all single women that got houses and stuff, don't move nobody in there God don't want in there. Now, you grown. That's your choice. Somebody's push him out there. You know you in love, that ain't that in love. Because why he didn't come home last night? And she had to singing like Tony Braxton. Love should have brought you home last night. Man, that girl got a good job. Where you work at right now? I mean, I'm changing careers. I'm between making a CD and writing a book. But y'all like it like that. You better have all her disabilities together. She gonna fool with me, read. I'm being honest. Read, come on, let's go back to the book so I can call Jalen them here now.
Make friends with your needs.
Make friends with your needs.
God designed to draw you into relationship with him and with his safe people. Your needs are the cure to the sin of self-sufficiency.
See, it's good to yourself. You're being I don't need nobody. Get my stuff together. Let me go change right quick. God bless you. I love you. Don't forget October the 1st at the Rejoice Christian Bookstore. If she ain't counseled me, we're going to be able to teach in this class. We're going to have fun, too. I can do stuff over there I can't do in here. I can do a split over there I can't do that in here. Turn me off.